So let me tell you the story about how I almost died. Alright, so yesterday I went to the beach with my friend and we were swimming in the ocean as teenage girls are wont to do in this beautiful state of California. And we were swimming around, just messing around. We were punching waves because we're dorks, and it's really actually quite fun to punch waves. Gets a lot of frustration out. And sorry, I'm really tired. I haven't slept really well in a couple days. I'm actually about to go to bed, even though it's only 8:15 out here. Anywho, so we're swimming around in the ocean, and we decide, you know what, we're both getting really tired. We should go back to the beach and relax for a little bit. Maybe we'll go in a little later. And we look, and we're really far out from the beach, and we're like, oh wow, we should probably start going. And that's when I suddenly realized that I can't touch the ocean floor with my feet anymore. Now, I'm not very tall. I'm only 5 feet 4 inches. And so, like, yeah, that's not necessarily a big deal, but when you're all of a sudden trying to swim back to the beach and all of a sudden you can't kick off anymore to get a head start, it gets a little scary. So I immediately start to panic. And that's a bad thing. Don't panic when you're swimming in the water because that'll just make you feel worse. And so I'm panicking and swimming in the water. And my friend is containing her panic, but she too is also kind of panicking. And so what ends up happening is that every time that we'd catch a wave and body surf a little bit in, the undertow would actually drag us further out. And so what we think happened was that the tide was going out and we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Luckily, there were boats around, so if we were really in distress, we could have gone to see a boat, gotten on a boat or something, hopefully. Thankfully, we didn't need to. But meanwhile, the waves are getting kind of more intense as we're going. So, like, they were starting to crash over my head. I was starting to, like, not be able to breathe as well. I was starting to kind of hyperventilate a little bit because I was panicking. And, like, I just suddenly got this surge of adrenaline, and I just got on my back and kicked as hard as I could and backstroked as hard as I could. And whenever a wave came up, like, I would try to get up on top of the wave and kick up, but I still couldn't touch the bottom. And it felt like we were going further and further out, and it was really scary, and I was starting to really panic. And so, not happy fun times. So we finally get to a point where I can touch the bottom, but I don't feel safe until I'm out of the water entirely. And so I book it up on the beach, and as soon as we get to our towels on the beach, I just collapse, and I honestly felt like I was gonna cry. Like, I was so scared, and I was shaking for like the next like 5-10 minutes because I was just so freaked out. And my friend and I kind of laugh about it, but it was really scary. And yeah, it was not a fun time. I'm usually totally cool with the water, but for like the last couple of like, well, since it only happened yesterday, like last night and a little bit today, I started feeling kind of sick, like I was in the water again, or I started like feeling panicked if I thought about the water or that kind of thing, or I would get images in my head of the water and start panicking. And so I'm really hoping that I'm not developing a phobia of the ocean because I love the beach a lot and I love the water. I think the moral of this story is don't swim out too far, and don't don't swim out too far in a place where you know that there are strong waves, because this was a beach I hadn't normally gone to. Like, the beach that I usually went to was a little bit further to the side where there was like a bunch of rocks that kind of protected it. It was a little cove area, where people brought their boats in and stuff, because it was calmer. But yeah, moral of the story, don't swim out too far into into the water because you might end up not being able to get back and panicking. Not happy. So I haven't made a vlog in a while because I didn't really have anything to talk about, oddly enough, with all this crazy stuff that's been happening to me lately. Um, I graduated high school, starting college in the fall. Woo, excited. Um, I may not seem excited, but that's because I'm really tired. And I was just about to go brush my teeth, and I was like, you know what, I should make a vlog. I haven't in a really long time. But anyway, I just spent the whole weekend with my friend up in Ventura. I'm actually at my grandparents' house right now, which is why my background is so weird. It's not my usual background. And not that I usually have a usual background. Anywho, so I really want to go to bed. So, comment question of the day. What kind of phobia do you have? If you're not comfortable with answering that, then what do you enjoy doing in the summertime? Hanging out with friends, going to the beach, are you a party hardy person, etc., etc., etc. So, make sure to leave a response to that comment, and a question in the form of a comment down below. Rate and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see ya. Bye!